I'm Bodo and welcome back to the Energetic Perspective series here on the channel, and we continue with the topic of the first edition, which is not self versus authentic self, and how this impacts what you really want, your decisions, your ambitions, and so on. And in the first part, if you haven't watched it yet, please go back and watch it. I talked a bit more about the not self or conditioned self, which is shaped by its environment. And now we're going to look a bit closer to the actual authentic or true self. And the first thing here I want to do with you is just like to shortly close your eyes, and there's probably the mind going on and blah 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 blah, and then you're just going to take a step back outside of yourself, and from that position you're going to observe your mind. So what's happening in that moment? This is a classical exercise to make you see that you're more than your mind. Is okay, there must be an observer of the mind, but who's this observer? Yeah, and this is the higher mind, an access point to our true and authentic self, this observer. We could also, if you have heard about the concept of the higher self, this is the connection point to the higher self. And now, of course, is the question, how do you get closer to that authentic or true self? You have to initiate a deconditioning process on the one hand, and with that comes you turning into the detective of yourself and of your life, and to see where you actually have been conditioned. That really takes awareness and continuous practice to see where have you picked up dreams, goals, and so on, and beliefs and notions, opinions from society, from your cultural background, from your family, your friends, your parents especially, and then to really investigate, are these my goals? Are these my actual ambitions? Is that truly what I want? Or do I actually want something else? And to get really clear about that. This is one part of the deconditioning process. Also, a good sign is that you are not living from your authentic self if you're suffering through life, or you have a lot of, you just feel suffering, pain, unsatisfaction, frustration with your life in different aspects. Maybe you go to a job where you feel frustrated all the time. This is actually a sign from your true inner authentic self that you are off track. It signals you that through your state of being. And so when you feel this frustration in areas of life, there's something wrong. And if you start to then move more towards your authentic self and what it wants actually for you, and you align yourself more towards that versus you trying to take your decisions, your life decisions, and live your life from your egos solely. The more you align back to your true authentic self, you will actually feel that through expanded states. That means joy, connection, love, appreciation, gratitude, fulfillment, happiness, all of these juicy things that you might want to experience. And this is another way of coming closer to your authentic self, is actually to follow that breadcrumb trail of expanded states like joy, the breadcrumb trail of excitement, of real excitement. It's not necessarily the chocolate cake or the next cookie, that's something else. It's more about what gets you really excited. What are things where you lose track of time and space and are really immersed, and you just, it's so effortless and brings you so much pleasure. and you follow down that road, you actually automatically also come closer to your true self and what you really want. Yeah, this is another thing of how you can move away from the not self. And as well, you will have to look probably deeply into your self-worth and how you weigh yourself. So also investigation here. What are your skills, your qualities, your personality traits, your gifts you bring into the world, and have appreciation for that. But also have appreciation for yourself beyond just what you bring into the world, because just the mere fact that you're sitting here right now watching this video is already a miracle, because you are once in a trillion years universal existence happening. Yeah, there will be never somebody like you again. There is not one single human right now on this planet who's like you, and there was never one. So you are a miraculous, unique appearance happening in this cosmos right here, right now. And to honor that and appreciate that, and if you can appreciate and honor that daily, you are also already going closer to your true self as well. Then beyond that, giving yourself space and time also to appreciate yourself and cultivate self-worth. That means make enough space throughout the day and in general all over your life, where you take time for yourself, where you go to nature, where you go to the spa, where you journal, where you allow yourself to dream, and so on and so on and so on. Whatever that might be for you, how you value yourself and show yourself your deep self-appreciation. Can be just like that you go here and there and drink a cappuccino or a matcha latte or whatever and savor the moment, just the time with yourself, by yourself, for yourself. So these were some inspirations for you to start this deconditioning process and start the journey towards yourself. One really big shortcut I highly recommend you from my personal experience is actually to look into systems like astrology, human design, gene keys, or Mayan astrology, because they actually contain the blueprint for your life. So the blueprint of who you're here meant to be in your highest potential, but also it contains the lowest potential that you could live. But ideal-wise, you would aim for the higher and highest potential, and to get clarity about that. So find a system you're in resonance with. I believe not everything is for everyone, and also find the right person who will give you the reading, right astrologer or human design practitioner, because that's also important, like that you feel in resonance not only with the system but also with the one presenting you your blueprint through their filters. Very essential, and this can be life-changing and can be really a super hack on fast-tracking towards who you truly are, what you're meant here to do, and to bring it down into reality. So thank you so much for listening. If you have any comments, questions, inspirations, please feel free to leave them down here. Also feel free to subscribe, and then I talk to you soon in the next edition of the Energetic Perspective.